Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking at a young lady by Raquel Welch. Her name is Big Spender, and my husband says this is an appropriate wig for me because of the name. So I've got her in Shaded Biscuit, so stay tuned. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be looking at Raquel Welch's Big Spender. That's this young lady here. She's a beachy wave young lady who has straight ends. And you know, that's kind of the style right now. It just seems to be, you get those beachy waves and then they want those ends just super straight. Pin straight, in fact. I have her in the color Shaded Biscuit. This is her. That's RL19 23SS. And so let's take a look at what she looks like straight out of the box. Beautiful color, like always. We love that Shaded Biscuit, don't we? And you can see how the ends are very straight around this young lady, all the way around. And it looks like it's a pretty blunt cut. There's a little bit of point cutting on the ends, but not a heavy amount. And then of course she still has the zigzag part in her, and we'll do something to mess that up, okay? But in the meantime, let's take a look at her cap construction. Alrighty, now I'm gonna put my glasses on so I don't miss anything. Excuse my little horsiness too, because I'm getting over an upper respiratory and sinus infection. So anyway, all right, first things first, beautiful mid ear tab to mid ear tab lace front, deep in the middle, about 1.5 inches with bleached knots to match those highlights right around the face. Ah, it's to die for, isn't it? Okay, and then it's got a fused connection to a single layer monofilament top, complete mono on this young lady. The ear tabs are covered with velveteen. They're rather substantial. They've got a nice sturdy metal stay in them. We also have an extended nape that's covered with the same velvety fabric that the ear tabs are. And then let's see, yes, there are metal stays in that. One right here and one right here on the right and the left. And then we've got Velcro adjusters on the right and left as well. And then to top it all off, we've got memory cap 3 on this young lady. So you can see that the elastic is coated with silicone on this memory cap 3. So we're going to get a really, really good contoured custom fit when the heat of your body makes this shrink and contour itself to your anatomy of your head. So no more big bunches of space everywhere. You're going to have that disappear with this kind of memory cap. Memory cap 3. Okay? All righty. Oh, and then lots and lots of rows of horizontal hair curtains to make up those wefts. But we don't have to worry about those wefts showing, do we? All right. Well, I'm going to comb this front, or this part here, forward, and then I'm going to just kind of move it backwards a little bit and then put this on, okay? Before I do, what I have on today is a young lady who goes by the name of Farah from Godiva's Secret Wig. It's in the color Honey Wheat. You can find her at this tag right there. I've done a review on her. You can go take a look at her whenever you like, okay? So right now, let's put on Big Spender. Okay, here she is in that beautiful Shaded Biscuit color. That Shaded Biscuit has such beautiful cool and warm tones that she goes with just about every skin tone. All right, here's that beachy wave. It looks like she's wanting to part on the far side of my left. Let me try and get a middle part kind of off center. Okay, there we go. There we go. And of course, if you want these beachy waves to remain separated, you might just want to finger comb her or use a wide tooth comb one that's got large teeth. You can use your favorite little pocket wide tooth comb, or any other brand for that matter, as long as you just set that comb aside for your use on your wigs only. But let me do a spin for you. First, spin out of the box, okay? So you can see those straight edges all the way around, and that gentle wavy curl, beachy wave. Yeah, very nice. Now the cap fits perfectly. It's wonderful. It feels very secure. I think the added silicone on those vertical elastic strips, they actually hug your head a whole lot more because of their stickiness, just by virtue of the fact that they're silicone. So it gives you a much more secure feeling. Maybe you might not even have to wear a grip with a grip band with this, but I don't know. I haven't tried that yet, but with that kind of stickiness, it might just do the trick, okay? Alrighty, so let's read about her dimensions, okay? The front is 10 inches. The crown is 11. The sides are 10.5. The back is 12.5. The nape is 7.5. And she weighs 5.2 ounces. So she's got some density here. But, you know, because of this soft, gentle wave in her, she doesn't want to puff out. So you don't really get that sensation that she's really full. You can feel like, you know, it feels like she's manageable in a manageable kind of way. You know, you can take care of it and not have to worry about it fluffing out and feeling like too much. Now I can see right here on this section, I might have to press it down a little bit more because it does kind of look like it's sticking out a little bit. But that's, I'm sure that's just part of the box hair. Yeah, for that. Okay, she has, of course, temple to temple lace front, monofilament top, memory cap, 3 base. Alrighty, and she comes in, oh my goodness, at least 25 colors, rooted and non-rooted as well. Okay, so yeah, my husband was laughing at this name of this wig because he's my bookkeeper. So he tells me I'm spending too much money on this, on Coco's. What? I need to have wigs to show you guys. So anyway, alrighty, so this is Big Spender by RAQUEL Welch. Let's take a look at that hairline. It's gorgeous. The bleached knots make all the difference in the world, don't they? And of course it comes down. I have decent coverage, but you can still see my own growth because it extends onto my face quite a bit more than a lot of average people. So you can see that, but it feels good and it feels like it comes around my face and secures itself. So we can part it on one side, the left. Let's part it down the middle and see what that's going to look like. Okay. There we go. Right down the middle. And it's laying flat, which is really nice. Really nice. Now I can see maybe we might want to use a little bit of heat up here, but I don't get the impression that there's a lot of height to have to overcome up here. Let's go ahead and part that on the right. Maybe this will show us, you know, going the opposite direction. Well, it's still not going to feel excessively high, you know, like you might need to press it down. This really isn't bad, but I can tell that the length of this front here is meant to be on this side because it does change the balance of layers. So, you know, we still do have some layers over here, but they're not as short as this. And according to the picture, it does show that she's parted on the left. So that would be the natural place where you would want to try and keep that, and then still have all the shorter levels on both sides be the same. Right now, when we part it on the right, we have taken the shorter levels and we've moved them over here to the left. So this is longer layers, this is shorter layers. Make sense? So, you know, you might want to just try and keep it on the left. And that way you've got the same amount of layers everywhere. Okay? All right. So, beautiful hairline, wonderful beachy wave, very, very versatile in her application. The length is really nice. And you know, I can see an advantage to having these straight edges because, you know, this is heat friendly. It's RAQUEL's true to life fibers. And if you're familiar with heat friendly fibers, you'll know that they love heat. And in order for this fiber to last you a long time, it must have heat applied to it regularly. So at least once a week. If you're wearing this, you would want to add heat on the area that is going to be the most vulnerable. And that would be the ends, because friction and having this move on your shoulders and around on your clothes and sitting in the car in the back, those areas are going to need to have heat applied weekly if you're wearing it every day. So having a straight end on it makes it so easy just to apply the heat from your flat iron just in that area. Because if you try to smooth out some of these curls, that gets really touchy when you're using heat tools on heat-friendly fibers. Always remember to keep that heat down below 300 degrees. In fact, I've even seen it recommended at 270. Don't go any higher than that. It's better to have it lower than to put heat on there at too high of a level. And even though they advertise 350 degrees up to 350, I would never put any of my hot tools on there, especially if they're metal. And I would keep it below 300 at the very least. Try it at 270 and maybe inch your way up to just right under 300. But that will help you maintain the length or the longevity of your wig. And it's easier to just keep smoothing them out. So anyway, so you can see why having a straight edge would be really easy to be able to help re-nourish or revamp your wigs. Okay, now I like this because it comes over and ends up having a bend right where my glasses are. And of course I don't have to wear my glasses, but that really helps keep this out of my face. Now definitely if I move forward or bend over forward, or if I'm going to be writing something, this is going to be a little challenge for me. So another thing is when we're always trying to pull this away from our face and get it to stay out of the way, if you're touching it, that's friction as well. So you might want to pin this in place. And remember my little trick with using little clips, okay? Little clips like this one. And going from underneath, you can go from underneath and clip this in place. And that way, it doesn't look like you have a clip in your hair. Or just put that behind your ear. But I like the clip better because then I don't have to mess with it behind my ear. It stays out of my face and I can buy more life for my wig, my heat-friendly wig. So you see, that's really kind of nice. And I can move this one and that actually looks pretty nice. Let me try it. Let me try it on the other side, okay? Okay, that's from underneath and it's in place and this one's in place. And when I bend over, I could probably do a better job on this one. But you can see it makes a big difference. That way you don't have to touch it. And that's the secret to long wig life. Oh, this is so cool. This is just so darling. All right, let's play around with some other looks for this young lady. Little side part over here with a single clip to keep that out of your face as well. Don't forget to put tendrils around your face too. Here's a little more of a bump back or half up, half down with 2 clips. I maintained the part still, and I left little tendrils off to the sides, and those are the bleached tendrils too. So that looks really cute. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and take this girl outside and see what she looks like in daylight. Alrighty, let's go. Okay, we're stepping out into the daylight. It is a very cloudy day, and you'll even see rain. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time out here, but you can see this color, shaded biscuit. Oh, it's just so gorgeous, isn't it? Highlights, lowlights, cool and warm. Beautiful. There's the roots with the monotop. Okay, I'm going back in. So that's going to do it for this beautiful young lady called Big Spender from RAQUEL Welch. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was fun and informative. You guys have a great week, and I will see you next time in Coco's Hair Solutions. Bye-bye.